Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Today is a great day because I have discovered teleportation. Yes, technically speaking, it is called teleportation, but it's supposed to be a reusable ender pearl from Evilcraft. The thing is, you can actually throw it away further than your render distance. So if I jump, you see, we're not being teleported. That's because it's out of our render distance. That's it. If I move, we should get teleported. Yep, so it is a bit difficult to aim, but I find it fun. Anyways, last episode, if you guys remember, we made ourselves some brine, the fluid, and as a result we're getting sodium and chlorine, and we're converting the sodium into liquid sodium, which is going inside a teeny tiny bigger reactor. And today we're going to try and make the heat exchanger as well as the turbines. But first things first, since it is nighttime, there are a few things that I need to do. Let us get ourselves an aerial pearl and a binding card from Power, like so. I need to be able to recharge my inventory, but thankfully, yeah, a zombie. And since I'm incredibly lazy to look for Enderman, there you go. Hello, Karen. Oh, we spawn here. I forgot. I have already pre-ordered everything, so it's just a matter of crafting. It's not just a matter of crafting. Somebody made a boo-boo. Yes, the boo-boo has been fixed. Now that we got the Enderman, somebody teleported here. I was going to say that the boo-boo has been fixed. We link the card, and you go in. Well, and the main reason that I had to do this is that I need to do some digging. So if we dig something like this... Oh, it's fine. I already have everything that we are going to need on auto crafting, so it's just a matter of time. We already made the controller anyways. It's just that I think I ordered too many. Since our reactor itself is a 7x7, I see no reason that we have to go any bigger than that. So let us make a 7x7 structure. You know, the way that you make the heat exchanger is exactly the same as you would make the reactor. Meaning that you need to start making a frame out of the casings. So something like this should be fine. And now comes the tricky part. I have been running the reactor for a few seconds and we have a ton of superheated sodium. That superheated sodium goes into a mechanical pipe. Or any pipe actually, and we want it to go inside a heat exchanger fluid port. So something like this should be fine. Then what we are going to need is some heat exchanger evaporator channels as well as condensers. Well, technically you can just make the evaporator, then you have to convert it into the condenser. So if I put the condenser over here, maybe let us finish the structure itself so that I can show you properly. Unlike the reactor, this guy is going to need 4 ports. 2 of them are going to be for the hot coolant and 2 of them are going to be for water. Now that we have the structure itself and now that we have the ports, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a few condensers and you might notice it actually forms something which looks like a pipe. And that's the whole point. The superheated sodium is going to enter through here and then you have to guide it into the output, like so. You see? It's a direct connection. Then we convert some of that into the evaporator and we can do something like this. You know, another connection between the ports. Now the structure has formed. But we have to break it to get out. But exactly, this is the whole point. We're inserting superheated sodium and we're getting liquid sodium out. And if you guys remember, we are already inputting sodium into the reactor using a tesseract, so we can do something like this. Put it to sodium and we want you to send. Yes, exactly. Sodium that we just cooled down goes back into the reactor and we're operational. If we turn it on, we get superheated sodium and we have a closed cycle. It's just that our production of sodium is garbage, as you guys probably know. Another thing that you might notice is that yes, we are getting liquid sodium from superheated sodium, but we're not getting any steam. It's kind of a giant flaw, I know. That is because we are not inputting water. That was perfect timing to run out of water source blocks, but it's okay. So on the evaporator, we come to the input, which obviously we can change, and we put a water source block. And you see, instead of air, we get steam. That's the point. It does require a bit of tweaking, and we need more channels inside. As I have already mentioned, this does require a lot of tweaking because I could not find any documentation online. But yeah, we have steam once it reaches a certain degree. We also need to start extracting the steam, and where do we put it? In a tesseract probably. Also, I think the reactor needs to be a teeny tiny bit bigger. Nothing that we do is absolute until we make a turbine and see how much steam it is going to need. We're also not going to go with a super massive turbine. I think we go with a 7x7, which will have an internal of 5x5. And that's actually too big. Yeah, we go with a smaller turbine. We want to be low tech. It's just that I don't really remember how long these guys can be. This should be something acceptable, I guess. I do have a feeling that the power tap goes over there. We should be adding a few shafts like so. And at the end, we're going to have a bearing. I think it was like this. It has been a few years. Even the stupid textures have changed. So another important thing is that we need some sort of a metal as a conductor. Ludocrite would be the best at this very moment, but we don't have it, so we use iron. This is basically our electromagnetic coil. 3 blocks, okay. We shall add the rotors. That is too much. Actually, I think it's easier to place them down than use the wand. Yep, we cover the rest of the structure with glass and it should form. Oh, the thing, the ports. You know what is the most important thing I forgot? The controller. I don't really remember this being a thing or not, but apparently in the new version, you're going to need 2 rotor bearings, not just the one. And honestly speaking, the easiest way of understanding what have you done wrong is that, well, let me pick up that bearing. You make an invalid structure and you just right click. You see? It tells you that you need 2 bearings. Now it's complete. So now here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that stupid steam. We shall put the tesseract to send only, on the heat exchanger. And just to make sure that we're going to be able to monitor everything, we put it over here, activate, receive. Yeah, we're getting steam. Steam is inside the turbine. Let us turn it on. It does take a bit of time to heat up. And yep, steam is not enough. Ideally, we want to be around 800 RPM or 1800. So we just need to increase the steam. Now we know. Also, we need to start making the reactor a bit more efficient because this is literally the most garbage setup. When you put the rods like this next to each other, it means that they're going to increase reactivity. Increased reactivity means more heat means that you're wasting fuel. So when we wanted waste, this was fine, but now that we want to be a bit more efficient, this is not great. Also, we might as well make it 1 block taller. Why not? If it's too much, then we would be able to play around with the control rods. Well, we can easily adjust the flow of steam, so that's not going to be a huge problem. I mean, we should be able to adjust everything, that's fine. It's just that I have a new problem. This is supposed to be the walkway, right? You don't really see the turbine. I think it's too small. I might have to do some reorganizations. Let me see what I will do. It has been a while later and you might notice that we have 2 fully functional turbines. And that one is a visual glitch. It's actually spinning faster than the other one. You see, it's at 799 RPM, and this one which looks that it's spinning faster, it's 792. So I don't know, it's even generating more power, so I'm assuming that's just a visual glitch. I also went to the wiki of the bigger reactors and it seems I made a huge mistake. I did mention that the best block that we can use as the coil for the turbines is going to be ludocrite, and that's not correct. It seems that the best block is going to be unobtainium, then vibranium, and aldomodium. We don't really have access to enough vibranium or unobtainium, but we should have a decent supply of aldomodium. I mean, that is my assumption. That's 2 stacks and 21. And probably, yeah, just a bit more in the system. Wait a minute, every time it gives you 4 dust. What? Oh, each 3 of them gives you 4 dust. Okay. I'm not really sure if that's going to be enough. Actually, for one of the coils it's going to be enough. We only need 24. We should just wait for it to warm up. It does require a higher amount of steam. If you disengage the coils, it's gonna go up faster, but if you engage the coils, it's just gonna stall. I did tweak it a bit, but no, we're not going to use aldomodium, unobtainium or vibranium because it's going to be far cheaper to invest in a new turbine rather than upgrading those ones. I mean, the whole point of having turbines is that you want to waste as less fuel as possible. And at this very moment, our burn rate is around 0.5 or 0.4 millibuckets per tick, which is nothing. If I use aldomodium, yes, we are going to generate far more power. It's just that we need to burn fuel faster. So instead of 0.4 or 0.5, we need to go to like, I don't know, 10 or 11 per tick. So I don't really think it's going to be worth it. And besides, we're doing turbines for fun because I think they look cool. And as I have already mentioned, if worse comes to worse, we invest in new turbines. It's much cheaper. However, now we come to the main reason that we made the turbines. Laser drills. But I do think that we're going to need far more lasers because I need 1 for ancient debris, 1 for vibranium, and 1 for unobtainium. We do it here, right? Why not? Exactly. Why not? This one is for aldomodium, the other one is for vibranium. They're at different Y levels, so you need to have separate ones. I mean, I can also change that in the configs, but yeah, it's fine, we can have a few of them. However, the thing is, it has been running for a while and now we have enough vibranium in order to make a new drill for unobtainium. The question is, should we do that or not? Because I'm extremely lazy to set these guys up and it's a pain. Yeah, I guess let's get over with it. How are you, copy? Good? Good. Oh, and by the way, regarding the graveyard project, I have 18 applications and we have 6 Essence of Death. So I'm sorry, but I don't think by the end of the episode I can come up with another 12. It's a bit rare, but we will see how it goes. Let us get the drill. And the funny part is that it's not even called a drill. It's called a laser base. The drill itself, we have it on auto crafting, so it's fine. I think in the last episode I have already shown you how I set them up. But basically I just put an ender cell, some cables, and yes, I do understand that this one is nitro, that one is niotic, and it's kind of pointless, but I only have these cables on auto crafting. Some wireless chargers, the laser, then we just build it up so that it's easier to place down the drills, and voila. Also, this is Karen's shovel, and I was carrying it with me. It's amazing. Look, it does a 3x3. My own shovel is being repaired. We just vein mine the cobblestone, and we're good to go. Of course, even with the cobblestone, you're good to go, but you know. Unobtainium is between Y level 30 and 60, and we just need to get some lenses. Well, today has been the day of laser drills apparently. Now we have an extra one for unobtainium. But that's not all. We also have another one for ancient debris. This is supposed to be a crimson forest, so we should get it. Although one thing that I do remember from the last time that we were playing all the mod 7 is that we should be able to get a few mobs who are going to drop netherite armor. I'm not really sure if they have patched it or not, but maybe we can use that to our advantage. You don't find them here. I think you would be able to find them in the big ones, but since I have stolen or the dark prismarine, maybe I also broke the spawner? No, it seems to be there. Aha. I made a mess. You have netherite armor, and you don't drop it. Do you have netherite armor? Nope. But we got an essence of death. Good. One more grave. I'm out of night vision. That's definitely a netherite armor, right? We got a netherite sword, we should be able to put it inside a salvaging machine and get a netherite ingot. It's just that I forgot who dropped it. I think it's the guy who rides the piglin. Okay, then we know what to do. Which I think it's that one. We let it spawn, then we will check. Yeah, it's those guys. Netherite boots. Exactly. So we shall take you, hopefully. Oh, and I forgot. Wither skeletons are going to give us coal. That's going to be very useful for something that I have in mind. We shall jump down. Uh-oh. Oh, they follow you. Jerks. I think I saw a dragonfly, and I really want it. Never mind. I'm really not an expert at silent gear, but apparently in order to make the salvager, we're going to need something called crimson steel, which comes from that. We just take a bit. Actually, there is a very high chance that we're going to need a bit more, because one salvager is not going to be enough. Dude, let me write. Yes. Actually, it's not that rare, it's everywhere. You shall be cooked. Oh, and that's it. Crimson steel ingot. Very cheap. Well, they have not removed the recipe, but they have made it a bit harder. You need all the modium nuggets. Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. So if I put you over here and put the netherite sword in, am I going to get a netherite ingot? Yes. Very good. But it does take a bit of time. I had to make a few minor adjustments over here, and we're also going to have an extra mob, a cave creeper. The reason that I chose the cave creeper is that in order to get sulfur, we're going to need a ton of gunpowder, correct? So you can use a normal creeper and that's going to give you gunpowder, but if you use a cave creeper, you're also going to get iron and gold. We don't really have a shortage of iron. I lost 30,000 of that. I made 15,000 steel, okay. But I was going to say that our supply of gold is not the best. So hence, we go with cave creepers. So, you're going to receive a factory upgrade, you're going to glitch all the time, which is awesome, and you're obviously going to output to the left, yeah? Yes. We also extract the gunpowder and we're good to go. That's nice. Also, none of the spawners are upgraded, so we should also look into that. But this should work. Ah, do you know why it's not working? I forgot to remove the tags. Select all, delete. Now we should get something? Yes. We have 6 salvagers, so this should be fast enough. There is a spider. So how many netherite we have? So far 20, 23. Good, good. It's just that these guys are going to drop a ton of garbage, so I have to be extremely careful so that our filters are not going to be messed up. And I really should make a bridge instead of jumping. So far I have done a good job. It's not messed up. Oh, but actually that reminds me of something incredibly important. If we come here, look how fast we're getting items. We don't really have a quarry, we don't have any resource production, that is just mob drops. And these are 1 million storage disks, so it's a bit. Last episode our problem was that we were out of slime balls, so let's get some. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering why am I sleeping so fast, I have a sleeping charm. This guy, Dark Utilities. So from the gateways to eternity, we should be able to get a gateway. Small version, normal, and large. We go with large. I'm really hoping it's going to give me back my nether star. Also this way, we're going to get the slime pearls. It's incredibly loud. Also, it's not easy to kill them, they multiply. And you know, we're on a timer. Also, I'm full. And if you're wondering, those are vengeance spirits. It's still dropping loot. That's a massive mess. Oh, we get our nether star back. Great. Well, we got 1.1 thousand slime pearls, which is stupid, and 1.7 thousand slime balls. So that's great. And that means I should be able to make a bigger storage cell. I can't find it. Yeah, it was 496. Can you make me 4? So that's not bad. That is bad. Make me the 1 then. For now. Also, your trades are just being boring. Anyways, let me upgrade the spawners, and hopefully I'll be back. When you hold the clock, it shows you the time. Interesting. I did upgrade the spawners, but one thing that I noticed is that apparently our create area is not being chunk loaded. So, there you go. 9 chunks should be fine. I was trying to make some sand and it took so much time, I was very confused. Also, for ore processing, we're not really going to keep every single ore, we're going to void most of them. Can we use the same garbage furnace? Probably we can. Problems after problems. Now the ender chest is not keeping up. What if we give you a stack upgrade? A bit better. It seems that everything that we have done today works perfectly, and don't you worry about those drops, they're going to be picked up, don't you worry. And well, before we wrap up today's episode, there are a few things that I want to do. For example, we are spawning cave creepers inside that mob farm and it's far more efficient. We are also getting wither skeleton skulls, so these jars are redundant. We would be able to free up the creatures, but there's no freedom in this village. Also, I'm running out of glass. All the time. Maybe we should add glass to the requester. 1000 of it all the time. Actually, 10,000. Anyways, let us get a few extra jars. Ritual of containment. And what we want to do is that we want to capture a few mobs. A guardian. And I really need some spiders for the eye. Be captured. Thank you. Another one. Great. The guardian. And the second guardian. Nope. Thank you. I'm not really sure if what I'm going to do is actually going to work or not, but I have a Fae. And I want the essence. Do you capture it? Well, you do. The question is he going to drop Fae essence? Dude, can you move down? Please. Apparently not. Oh, I forgot guardians are gonna give us fish. I like fish. Not in real life, but you know. But I do like sushi. So another thing that I want to do, which we have a perfect example for, is that whenever you kill a mob, look at the amount of garbage that you get. I hate emptying my inventory every 5 minutes, so I think we're going to automate it. I noticed that in this mod pack, we do have modular routers, and it does have a player module. And you're one of those things. Meaning that it takes ages to craft. So after a crazy amount of crafting, we do have a player module. We just right click on it and main inventory, yes, but no hotbar. Good. Actually, now that I'm thinking, maybe we need more, because I need to set filters. Unless you have a better filter? Okay, we're going to see how it works, but first things first, I think we're going to set it up over here. My dearest professor, come with me. We remove the garbage. So here's what I want to be able to do. When I kill mobs, I get a lot of drops, correct? I want them to be extracted from my inventory, get sorted, processed, and go to our main system. One of the items that you get in crazy numbers are the shards from elemental craft. So we're going to have a filter for it. The player module goes inside the router, and yep, they do get extracted. It is a very weird way of doing this, but this is very annoying. So if we extract, that should go inside the barrel. Good. And my inventory is being emptied. Because you see, the thing is, look at that zombie. Dude. Then you're going to get items from Reliquary, Elemental Craft. You are also going to get a few items from the Tombstones mod, Apotheosis, and etc. So yeah, you kill a mob, your inventory is full. Do you have a speed upgrade? Because this is garbage. Does it go here? Yes, much better. So first off, it does work exactly the same way that I want it to work, and it's really great because you can have more than one player module inside the router. Also, I just killed one zombie and I got like 3 pieces of armor, so we're going to filter those ones as well, and then we're going to void them, like so. Yeah, we're good. Also, you might notice that in the player module, I have excluded my hotbar, so if I want to carry something, I just have to put it on my hotbar. But other than that, this is actually great. For example, let us get some fire shards. It's gonna be picked up. It goes inside this barrel, then goes into a crafter. We get the big shards and they go into the system. I have also done the same thing with ore processing, so for example, if we mine these ores, like so, they're going to be extracted and they will be processed. Also, yes, Faes are going to drop Fae essence. I was really not expecting that. There is a thing that you can craft which is called a mana circuit. I was assuming that this mana circuit is going to have a higher capacity than the other ones because it does require Fae essence, but it's 100,000. Ah, if you right click it, it's going to have an animation. Ooh, I like that. Also, if you eat a Fae cake, is it going to do anything? I never tried. Oh, I'm not hungry. We do have the Mahotsukai ritual, so it gives me saturation. Now it's fine. Are we good? Yep, nothing happened. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.